Well, the water was going fairly well. So, I thought I would just continue it. I thought I would just continue it. So that's what we'll do. We'll carry on with this. I'm using ultramarine blue and yellow ochre, a little bit of burnt sienna, going darker as we work our way to the left. If I'm going to have these, strong foreground rocks or boulders or bedrock, whatever it is, rising up on the right. I don't want it running off the painting. Also, this repeats this; these two repeat each other, which is okay. This is going to oppose this and this, but I think I could stand a little more support here. Plus, I like the feeling of, if you can imagine, the sun's coming from the left a little bit, but there are some really tall trees behind us and to the left here, so this is, a lot of this is in shadow, plus the water is picking up the darker areas of this rock and this tree in its reflection. So again, reflection and refraction work together. They conspire. It's an evil plan. Okay, maybe not. Get some color in there too. So you see I let a little more ultramarine blue show through there. I don't want too large an area of too dark a paint. So we're trying to provide a little bit of variety as we go here. Okay, the very bottom, I don't mind going a little bit darker again. Let me just... get that covered. again, my tendency is to start to fuss around, you know, start to play with little bits, and I just have to be careful. Very happy with the sky. It's loose, broad, and strong. Kind of like to keep that. You know, I realize the sky is ethereal, and these are hard objects, but still like to keep a little bit of that nature of looseness. Of course, I keep saying that. Okay. There's our water. Let's put just maybe 1 or 2 slashes in here somewhere, just catching a ripple top. Slashes of paint. Don't want to slash the canvas. Haven't gotten that frustrated yet. That's a little too blue, I think. Yeah. Actually, while I am at that, I think I'm gonna put that color in there. How was that? I think that's... I'm afraid of putting too many in. I don't want to do that. And of course, I don't want them all the same length. And I think that's a bit tidy. All right. I think that's enough information in there for now. I'm finding this to be quite pink, which may be okay. So maybe I won't worry about that just yet. I think that I may just start playing with the rocks here. So we're going to go back to the color theme that I have more on these rocks, going more umber again. A little cooler than that, a little bluer than that. Actually, I need to just grab a little more ultramarine blue. I won't need much. Mostly I'm going to use well, no, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say mostly I'll use cobalt, but we'll see. Play it by ear. Or I guess play it by eye in this case. Okay. Raw umber, cobalt blue, a little bit of white. I'm after similar value to my water down here, but different hue. A little more cobalt blue. I don't want these rocks to be too interesting. I know they're close to us, but you know, as usual, I don't want to distract from a more interesting area. I don't want to give it competition. Maybe I'll throw a little hint of burnt sienna in the odd stroke. Yeah, that'll work. Just a bit though, not too much. Easy to get carried away. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Yeah, a little too brown. More cobalt blue. a little bit higher value. All right. Okay. As I'm getting this foreground filled in, I'm realizing that it's going to need a lot of grooming. It's okay. You know, if I give it some variety of color, right now it's just too brown all around, and I'll give it some color, some variety, and a few strokes just to organize it. It's going to take me sitting down and standing up a number of times, I think, before I get to that point. That meaning I'm going to be sitting in my chair behind me and looking at it from a distance and making very slow, methodical decisions as the day goes on to avoid becoming frustrated. I'm going to set it in my mind that if I complete this boulder, this foreground rock, and tidy up the water a little bit, just to the point where I think it's, well, pretty much finished, really. That's all I will do today, so that gives me a lot of time. I often will go into a project thinking, oh, I can do that fairly quickly, or I know exactly what I want with something, and then if it doesn't go well, wow, that's frustrating. So I'm not going to approach this that way. I'm just going to take my time and give it whatever it needs without playing too much, you know? I don't want strokes where there don't need to be strokes. That's why I'm going to spend a lot of time in my chair today just thinking and making decisions. I'm probably going to scrape some paint off in places. I know I am, actually. And replace it with a slightly different value. This is all as you can see, going to be I'm going to straighten this line out a little bit here. Oh, that didn't straighten it out. Actually. No, I did not. This is just bit of burnt sienna and ultramarine blue. But I think as I was talking about or mentioning the other day, you put it on that canvas and it mixes right on the canvas. So it's mixing, you know, I'm applying a little bit of pressure when I put the paint on, so it's mixing a little bit into the work, or into the paint that I already have on there. Okay, stop playing. All right. So, you know, you see the basic structure here. There's some very dark lines that I have in here that I don't think you can see in the camera because they are dry and they don't show up as dark as the fresh glossy lines do. So you're not seeing that very accurately. It's a little easier for me to see from my little perch here in front of the painting. Anyway, next time you see this, these rocks will look more natural, I suppose is the word. Have a good day, guys. See you later.